Welcome back. I'm very glad that you are here and joining me today because we're going to get back to painting. Yes, we are. If you're new here, I am Armida. I am a cloudscape, cityscape oil painter specializing in rainbow colorful sunsets like these. And yep, today we're going to be working on another one, a really big one. I started the underpainting last week, and this week we're going to continue working on it. Yep, it's a really big one, 40 by 30 inches. It's a big old cloudscape because that's my favorite thing to do. I just love doing cloudscapes. And we're doing a really big one this week because there's a really big exhibition coming up that I really want to apply for. And all of my paintings are in my solo exhibition show, which is at the Burnt Bar Library. So I was like, you know what? While all of my paintings are at the library, let's work on a new one. And then we'll use that exclusively to apply for this really big show that I'm really excited. I really hope that I get it, but if I don't, it's okay. You know, we work on these paintings for ourselves, and if we don't get into every show, it's okay. In the end, we have a painting that's beautiful and done and finished, and that's all we can really ask for. So yeah, that's about it. And in these art vlogs, I like to splice in a little bit of my life. Sometimes get a little bit personal so that you get a little bit of understanding of me and who I am as an artist and a person. I like to do that on here as well. But yeah, the main thing is I'm planning for my baby shower coming up pretty soon. And it's Halloween themes, and so I'm really excited about it. So I'm going all out with the decorations. So I'm going to like all the stores that have Halloween decorations right now, and I'm buying a whole ton of stuff. I'm showing you because I'm really excited about it. Not that it has anything to do with painting, but I'm just really excited about it, and I really want to show you guys. I think that's it. So yep, let's get to painting now. So I thought I'd chime in and give a little bit like of an update on how I'm doing like overall. I think it's a little bit since I've checked in. As you guys know, I'm like in the third trimester now. I will do a whole video like talking about my experience with the third trimester, just so like it's like all together in one video, and that if anyone's curious about the information, they can just find it there. But just a little check-in. The baby is growing super fast, especially now in these last like couple months. I mean, that's to be expected. It's just like, whoa, my gosh, like stuff is really picking up. Like I definitely look pregnant now. You could probably see it in like any little clip of like me in like a full body shot or something. Or like, yep, yeah, she looks just definitely looking pregnant now. But the good news is I still have a decent amount of energy. I thought that maybe I might feel more fatigued by this point, but I have energy. But when I like do things like anything physical activity at all, I like my heart rate goes really high. Like it's like taking a lot out of me just to do any movement around, like doing the laundry. Like when I do like the laundry or like something like very basic like that, or like vacuuming, like my heart rate goes like very high, which, you know, it feels really weird to me. I think it's just because I am bigger overall. You know, I am like carrying this like baby in me that's like heavy. So it's like my body's like trying to do the normal physical activity, but it's just like a lot more stuff going on, and we're just trying to move. But I have energy to do stuff, so I'm still like trying to be focused on being positive about that. But everything seems pretty fine. And when I go to the doctor and I do my checkups, like my blood pressure's fine, my weight gain is pretty normal. So I've been told. So overall, I'm doing pretty good. It's just like, yeah, it's just I feel weird. But yeah, this is a little update on what I'm doing. I try not to like barge you guys with pregnancy stuff all the time in all these videos, but I was like, you know what, it's been a little bit, so I'm just gonna check in, and yep, so that's how I'm doing. How are you? Hello, me chiming in again to talk to you guys more about more Halloween things. I hope you're enjoying me talking about Halloween and basically like a little bit in every video. As you know, it's all for my baby shower, which is coming up. It's just like something I can show you guys the progress of, you know, like I am slowly working on getting stuff for the baby shower, so it's like you guys get to see the progress and stuff. Not that like I'm super crazy, like that crazy about Halloween. I don't know. I try not to. I try not to diet down. I try to diet down. But yeah, Christian and I did go to the spirit store the other day. The one by us finally did open. So I have some footage of that. Found some stuff I could actually wear this Halloween. Yeah, I think I could probably fit into one of these. And all the scaly friends. Gravestone. Oh, I missed it. I could have gotten it. I knew it was gonna happen. Oh, I got it. Sadly, we did not buy anything from the spirit store just yet. It was like a really hectic day, and my husband had already been through a lot, so I just really wanted to take him through a little tour of the store, and then we left and went home. But I'll probably go back there later and get some things. But what I did end up doing since the last time I checked in was I went to Micheals. And if you don't know, Micheals has like a pastel like Halloween line, which is perfect because the baby shower we're trying to include like pastel pink, you know, included into it. So I did get some things from there, but I guess like the elephant in the room is that I got these two branchy trees. Oh, I hear that they're like a really good staple for Halloween decor, and I really enjoyed these ones as opposed to the kind that I saw at Joann's, because the ones at Joann's were covered in like the really uncomfortable glitter that if I was touching, you know, this much of it, literally my hands would be black covered with glitter. But these ones, no, these are just like, they're probably like a plastic type, but they're not too light. I thought this would be really great tabletop decor, and plus I really wanted to keep that for my own like Halloween decorations. And some party stuff that we'll definitely use for the party was I got these balloons, which are like, it comes with like a string thing that you can attach all of them to, but it has like orange, black, white, and silver balloons with like some that are marbled, and it also comes with a set of like little paper bats as well. This is so perfect. We definitely need balloons because that's like such a party staple. And actually, speaking of paper bats, I did get some separate little set of paper bats. I thought this would be really perfect just to like spread throughout the walls and stuff to make it more Halloweeny. And then I did also get paper spiders and like a couple spider webs. I thought that would be perfect. And then also to like cover up walls, just in general, just to make it more spooky, we did get 2 little like garland things. So it's not, like, it says it's a backdrop, but I guess it really depends on how like concentrated it is with the little stringy bits. But yeah, that'd be perfect. All this stuff to put on the walls, which would be so good. And then some pastel things that we did get from the pastel line was I got this plastic, not too like hefty or anything, cauldron, which I thought would be perfect for when we play games and maybe we do like a draw and like pull someone's name out of a hat, and this time it'll be a pink cauldron. Plus, like, yeah, it's plastic, so I don't feel too bad about getting it and like maybe only using it for the shower. And one thing my mom really liked that she told me to get was this, just like a little lantern thing where you could put a candle inside to light up. Yes, pink. More like a pinky purple. But yeah, Micheals was like fully stocked, which is such a change from like all the other stores that I've been to that I've shown in this like little series that I'm doing, is that like all the other stores are like either bringing stuff out or stuff's out, like stuff is already picked over. Well, Micheals was like the one place where everything was like completely full. It was like so crazy. And then the last thing, I went to like this place. It's basically Party City's Halloween like pop-up basically that they put up over here in Peoria. And so they had some stuff, but we ended up going there on their soft opening day, so they definitely did not have everything out, but they did have some party things. So I got like this, it's just like plastic spider web like table thing. You can really just like throw this anywhere on a table. But yeah, my mom made me get like basically all the spiderweb stuff. I don't know if you noticed some spiderwebs I ended up getting just for this party. I think my mom really likes spiderwebs and I just didn't know it. Sorry, the cats are going crazy. I still need to feed them. But yeah, so I ended up getting 6 of these. So like if any table or anything is like feels really sparse, we can like throw these on there. But yeah, so it's everything that I got, and I need to show you today because I'm going over to my mom's house with my mother-in-law, and we're gonna like basically figure out like the last bits that we need. And I'm bringing like everything. I got the big old like tub of Halloween decorations in here so that we can all visualize everything that we already have. But yeah, so I probably won't have that much Halloween stuff anymore in these videos. I don't know. I can't make any promises. But yeah, that's it. So currently, my solo exhibition at the Burnt Bar Library is going on. It's open. And when it very first started, I ordered new business cards. You know, it's just one of those things that you do. My old ones had very old artwork that I felt like did not represent me. It just felt pretty outdated, you know, not my current body of work. Plus, I wanted to add my YouTube channel to them as well. Ooh. So I ordered 100, thinking that would be plenty. And for the first couple weeks that the show was open, I visited the show multiple times because I had multiple groups of family that I wanted to show around. And I would say within the first 3 weeks of the show being open, all of my business cards were gone. like completely gone, completely used up. And so I was so genuinely surprised. I mean, it's kind of like a little humble brag. I'm like, woo, I ordered 100 business cards, and within the first couple weeks, they were already gone. It's just like, oh my gosh, like the success of this solo show has just like gone beyond what I was expecting, you know. Like I thought that 100 business cards would be, you know, perfect, but no, within a couple of weeks they were already gone. So I just ordered some more, and I'm gonna go put them in the gallery pretty soon. I did order another 100. You think I would learn my lesson, but the show is like mostly through, so I feel like ordering 200 probably be too much. But in my defense, I did a coffee shop thing for a month where I had my work up in a coffee shop, Cartel Coffee Lab, down in Tempe, Arizona, for like the whole month of February, and it took like the entire month for my stack of business cards to run out. And I know that because I had to visit the coffee shop multiple times to sell people work and take stuff down and put stuff up, like multiple times during that month. So I was there constantly, and it wasn't until like the very end that my stack that I put like hanging up there was like finally empty. So I'm just so genuinely surprised that like so many people have already walked through the Burnt Bar Library and saw my stuff and took a business card. Like, oh, that's so exciting. And I had a feeling that I think my business cards were being used up because my website, armidakilty.com, got a whole lot of traffic like as soon as the show had opened. Like my traffic, you know, to my website had like doubled. So I had a feeling that people were, you know, searching me up using those business cards, but I did not know it was to this extent. So it's like, ooh, like I'm just like so proud of myself that I was able to get this show. It's just like another thing to be grateful for that I did not notice until the show was already like fully opened. I wish I could have mentioned this in my video that I did all about my solo exhibition, but this is just one of those things that I did not notice until the show was like very much well progressed. So yeah, so that's so exciting. I just wanted to share that like the show has done so well that is like something that has happened to me, is I have had to order a whole bunch of more business cards than I originally planned. So yeah. So, my dad's in the hospital right now. He's been there since yesterday. Apparently, he had a stroke a couple days ago and really didn't know that it was a stroke. Well, the story is that he got up for work and he had like a headache, I believe. He said like the headache came first, and it wasn't until he stepped outside into the daylight that he noticed that his peripheral vision was much smaller than he's used to. My dad hasn't had the best vision, like, period. He's had, like, I think surgery on both of his eyes. And it wasn't until then that he was like, okay, I'm going to call out of work. And so he, like, laid down for the whole day, and he still had a really, really bad migraine. Like really, really bad, and it was like the back of his head, which if you don't know, that's the whole part of like your vision, is like the back of the back, like that's the part of the brain, it's the very, very back of your head. And my dad doesn't really ever have migraines. He's very tough when it comes to how he deals with pain. At least that's what it feels like. It's not until like stuff stops working normally that he really notices stuff. So they went to the special hospital where they deal with neurological stuff, because I think when when it was like his migraine was really bad and the vision, my parents knew, okay, this is something neurological, took him to the special neurological hospital where they tested him. I think they gave him an MRI, and then they were able to determine that he did have a stroke probably that first day, and it wasn't until like I think 2 days later that he finally went into the hospital because the migraine did not go away. Because migraines, I don't blame them, my parents, for not going to the hospital right away, because migraines, they could be anything. They could be nothing, and they could be something very serious. It's crazy. So when my mom told me the news, she was beating herself up about it. She's like, oh, we should have known, because the migraine and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you don't know. So I don't blame her at all for like not immediately dragging his butt to the hospital right away. I went to go see him today. Mostly because I was going to my normal checkup for the baby anyway, down like really close to the hospital. So I was like, oh hey mom, do you need food? I brought her some lunch. My dad's the best. He really just such a happy guy and can talk to anyone about anything, really. Of course he was in a good mood, and my mom was pretty fine as well. So yeah, she was fine. My dad was pretty good. He run the whole situation to Christian and I again, like how he felt and stuff. They're still testing him. I debated on waiting to vlog about it until stuff is more resolved, because he's still in the hospital. They're still testing him, but it has been pretty much a full day since he's been there. But I don't know, it just got me thinking that our parents are not super young. I mean, I'm 25 now, and I have parents that are of age to get strokes. It just really lets you sink in your parents' morality. I hate to say it. I'm not saying everything's bad, or I'm not saying that at all. Everyone has pretty good high hopes. But it's my dad's, he's at the age now where he could be getting strokes. And his vision's all narrow. And it might be a while until his vision could come back, or it might not, says the doctors. They can't guarantee that he'll get his full range of vision. Because he was even explaining it to me that, he could look at me across the room, that's me, but if my mom was sitting right next to him, he would not be able to tell that it was her. Just he could see movement, that there's someone there, but not even recognize that it's my mom, or what color she's wearing. I was like, can you see colors? What I said, I was like, can you see that she's wearing, my mom wears all blue all the time, so I was like, can you see that she's wearing blue shirt, blue bottoms? And he's like, no, just I could tell someone's there. And so oh, that's a pretty narrow vision. So it's what if his vision doesn't come back? What if he can't drive now? My mom doesn't drive. My dad's the driver of the family, of them. What if his vision doesn't come back? Because having that narrow vision, you really can't drive, because you have to be looking around. You gotta, your mirrors and everything. You gotta know what's around you. So even though he feels fine and stuff can get better, it's just it's kind of our little reality check. Okay, yeah, my parents aren't super young. My dad's gonna be 60 soon. 60. It even occurred to me that he was gonna be 60 soon. It's oh my gosh. And yeah, he's still working. So I was trying to think of the positives, at least one of the positives when I found out that I was pregnant. I know we're in a really good situation to be pregnant. We're young, we're healthy, we're married, my husband and I. And so one of the positives was oh, I can give my parents a grandchild. They're my mom had me when she was a little bit older than I am now. And so yeah, my parents are just there's the perfect grandparents. Really, they're gonna be really good grandparents to our little girl. And so I'm just really glad that I can give them this gift, you know, to be grandparents, to have like a little one to take care of, because they're not super young. So yeah, that's me trying to look at the bright side of this situation. Yeah, surely he'll be out of the hospital soon. They'll figure out some answers. I mean, strokes are weird, you know, like the way I understand it, it's more of like a build up and then they just happen. Trying to figure out the why or the how is like pretty difficult. Like I'm not a doctor, but like that's from what I understand strokes to be, that's what it is. So it's like I think right now they're like, okay, well he had one, let's see like why can we prevent another one. So that's what they're trying to do right now. Yeah, I just want to share my thoughts. I know stuff will get better, stuff will be okay. I'm not like a total mess or whatever, but it's just like, you know, you don't want your parents to get strokes, you know, you don't want that, no matter how old they are or anything, you don't. So it's like, ooh, this is tough. But I just want to share my thoughts, and I want to turn the actual camera on this time and not put this into a voiceover because it felt a little bit more personal, you know. Okay, well. All right, thank you for letting me vent. Thank you for letting me get my thoughts out. Oh, yeah. Apologies, I had to get real there for a second. I've just had a lot of thoughts in my head, and I really wanted to express it. And honestly, I really love it when YouTubers get really real and really honest like that myself. So I thought that maybe somebody else out there who's watching this video could also really absorb, you know, my feelings in a good, healthy way. So yeah, thank you for letting me be a little vulnerable right there. But that's all the time that I have left today. Yep, the painting's looking really good. But like I said, this painting is going to take several parts to finally get finished. It takes a lot of days, a lot of footage of me painting to actually get it done. So yeah, so stay tuned next week for me to continue working on this painting, and subscribe to see my next video and to see more painting content, and like this video if you liked it as well. And I'll see you next time. Okay, goodbye.